having my morning coffee, and I was thinking about what would I want the perfect overland radio all over overland setup to be. What would be a perfect situation? And I went through, like, doing it like I'm doing it, as far as, having a nice background, getting people over the internet, having them, tune in and do a live or do a recorded interview. And then a mobile studio would be pretty awesome. So then I go to the mobile studio idea where I have a camper or a van or something that I could camp in comfortably and record a interview, in the back. I've seen a few. Bison Campers has a really nice flatbed that I saw at the Tulsa Rigs and Coffee, and Drew's awesome. It was a U shape in the back, so the bench was a U shape, and that could make a bed. But what I liked about it is there was so much room for people to be able to get around and talk and hang out. Most campers, you get maybe a dinette that's sitting, across from each other. The Scout pop-up had a really cool L-shape bench, and I really like that for a podcast type situation. But the Bison Campers was really nice also. Love the way that was configured. So anyway, shout out to them. Beautiful, beautiful camper. But yeah, so something like that to where I can be mobile and go to different places to interview. And I think that would still be, just unbelievable. Possibly attainable. That's possibly something that could happen. So, it's kind of one of those, like, maybe that's kind of in reach. Few things that, would need to line up for something that big to be on the horizon. But anyway, the other idea was, like, getting a piece of land out in the middle of, I'm going to say nowhere, but like a place that we would love, like a popular area that had in between the national or the BML lands or whatever it is, there was property for sale, and it was still remote. It was still all the things, but build a property and put a place where people could come and wash their clothes. A safari city is, I think, what I was told it was called. I think Safari City. Set up something like that for travelers, for people that are, not just, traveling by road, but traveling off road and, need a place to clean up and maybe get a few repairs done and reorganize. There's a lot of times that you're out and you just need a place to reorganize. So it's nice when you know somebody, or if people know that you're on the trail and they reach out and say, hey, look, if you need a clean bed and a shower, you can use our spot. That's helpful, because sometimes you do need to, like, I have screwed everything up. I don't know where anything is, because I've just kind of left camp in a hurry and thrown it, in the wrong place. Most of you are probably much better organized than I am, so this may not be near the issue for you as it would be for me, but this becomes the issue for me sometimes. So it's nice to be able to stop and do that. I'll use the hotel every once in a while in the middle of a trip. I think when we did Enchanted Rockies, we stopped at a RV park, something like that, something that's fairly secure that you can kind of get your stuff out and go through it, and you're not, yeah. It just seems easier in those places. Go get a quick shower. You're not messing up anything else. You're not dirtying up anything else. That's kind of the way I see it, you know. But that's just me, you know. I'm just a sport off-roader. It's just funny to me now. But yeah, that was kind of where I was kind of going with, you know, seeing a long-term Overland radio, AllOver Overland studio. So have a studio out at this crazy place, and have people come, you know, and camp at my place, and do the, you know, do the podcast, record it there, have it be almost a destination to get to. I think that would be freaking awesome. You know, that'd be so cool. And, you know, and you're not limited to that, because you would still, at this point, you've already done the mobile vehicle, because I don't think you jump into the plot of land. I think you do the mobile vehicle, and I would assume I'd still be awesome. You'd still keep that so that you can still go do your thing, because that's your overland vehicle. It just happens to have a studio connected to it. So that'd be pretty cool. Right now, if I was able to do it where I could go, I can afford to go places to interview people, I think I would just try and make the awning and the walls work at first. It wouldn't be ideal. Get some good mics, so it's real noise canceling, and maybe you wouldn't have to have the walls most places, but have them so if, you know, it was raining or if there was weather, it just adds to it. You hear the water dropping on top of the tent, or the awning, I guess. So yeah, that's kind of where I'd like to be in the future. I think it'd be really cool. Just interviewing people, going around, talking about product, talking about the places, you know. I know there's a lot of creators that do that. There are. I think it'd be fun to grab people at those places and just tell me your story about how you got here. Whether it's a person that I just thought they had a cool rig, and we checked out their rig, and have them sit down in like a studio type setting, you know, like especially if it was inside of one of those kind of trucks, camper kind of truck. It'd be really cool. It'd be so super cool. Or to be able to even like take that and you know, take it mobile, you know, because you wouldn't have to be nailed down inside the truck. I mean, it'd be nice to have at least the spots where everything fit, you know, like had it all pre-fit for where the lights would go if you needed lights, and where the microphones would go, and where the camera would go, cameras probably, but then be able to replicate that inside someone's shop, you know, or outside. Yeah, that'd be where it's at. That would be where it's at. So we're gonna work on it, do some things, hopefully give you a good product over there. I'm talking about it quite a bit, because I'm excited to be back and to be doing it. I think it's gonna be fun. It was fun when we did it before, but it was just we weren't organized. we just kind of jumped into it, you know. Man, we didn't know what we were doing. And it's not that we do now, but I've watched enough how-tos and all the different things. And then just watched, and tried to learn off the people that do the things in a way that I really enjoy. So yeah. Let's do this. Let's do it. I should know here pretty soon when we're going to start the episodes. So just stay tuned here until I get that rolling. And once I've secured a job situation and I know what my schedule will be, then we'll go running with it. So hopefully I get all of that figured out soon. The sooner the better, because funds are running out. Yeah. Hope you guys are doing well. I've got Molly this weekend, so not going to do any camping this weekend. And then we've got Memorial Weekend the next weekend. So, yeah, still not real sure what's going on there. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful weekend moving forward. Depending on when you see this, it could be months from now. You're like, Memorial, like which year? 2025. In case you're watching this in the way future, this is 2025. And I realized that my new readers dim, or do this. Dim? No. They become sunglasses. I didn't know that. Go all over.